Folks, what is going on? What a crazy half of basketball that was as the Blue Collar U trail by just 2 points, 43-41. A very, very tough first quarter there, but they bounced back a nice 15-0 run in the second quarter, and things are getting very interesting. I'm Ty B. We got Rob Ryan and Mike Bunt joining us here. Mike, very worrisome out of the gates, just could not figure out how to score, and then what do? They dig down, they play some defense, get some transition hoops, and they're right back in it.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I was pretty scared after the start of this ball game. They were looking sloppy, some ugly shots, were missing the open looks, and the nerd team was just firing. They were hitting their shots. They were looking smooth. They looked organized. But in that second quarter, midway through, we finally saw that blue collar mentality that we're so used to with this UB squad 15-0 run to get them right into the thick of things again. And Wes Clark and Lamonte Bearden really taking off. It wasn't the big three that we've all become accustomed to seeing step up with C.J. Massenberg, Nick Perkins, Jeremy Harris. It was Wes Clark, the one-year guy, and Lamonte Bearden. What a half by him as well. Really getting UB back into this game.
Yep, absolutely. Lamonte Bearden, extremely efficient, 3 for 3 from the field, and got himself to the line as well. So that's great to see. Did a good job driving. I thought that was the one thing that they were sort of missing early. Go to the rim, get some easy baskets, Rob, and that's what Lamonte did. It really sparked things. Then you get some big shots out of guys like Devontae, and then you're really going, and that's what we saw there.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Someone like Lamonte Bearden, I was never able to watch him. Obviously, he was only here for 1 year, and then Hurley left and he left. But definitely, he's someone who definitely was he started the whole spark with that and one. And Wes Clark came up clutch, another 1 year guy that really helped us, or half a year guy, really, to be honest. But definitely those guys. And like Bunt was saying at the start of this game, it was looking ugly. We're missing open shots. We were turning the ball over. And then they went to more of a small ball type play, and it helped. So we'll definitely see what happens in the second half. But we definitely we have the momentum going into the second half.
Yep, absolutely. And something we saw that's a bit of a surprise, a bit of a bad performance so far out of Nick Perkins, gets some early fouls and then picks up a technical. But what did it do? It started a great run from the Blue Collar U team. And that's exactly what you need. Usually you get it out of your head coach, but this time we saw it out of Nick Perkins. Seemed like a galaxy brain move to do it when he did. Now that we look back on it, looked like it was going to end up very bad for the team, but they were able to turn it around. Mike, we've seen this team do it, in the past with these guys, where they get down and they have to come from behind, and they do it because they can play good defense. And we saw them sort of figure out how to lock up DiBartolomeo a little bit more there in that second quarter after he was feasting a bit early, and then you saw a bunch of easy slashes. Not so much there in that second quarter, Mike.
Yeah, the defensive intensity is what changed everything. You think about a little bit of the full court, just applying pressure. This nerd team only has 9 players. UB has the depth advantage in this game. They started forcing steals, anticipating things, which led to the fast break. And another thing that really changed, I thought, in the second quarter is the ball movement on the offensive side. It just felt like on both sides of the ball, the UB players started to get more comfortable with each other. In the first half, a little bit of me ball trying to make things happen, be aggressive. This UB team, talent-wise, as long as they're within 15 to 20 points in a tournament like this, you still think they have the ability to pull off a run and get back in it. But the one thing that was interesting, I do want to mention, is when they were 32-4, they weren't behind in a lot of games. So it was nice to see them have that mentality of where they kept fighting. They didn't let the early deficit really get to them. They kept fighting, and here we are at halftime, and it's anybody's game.
Yep, absolutely. And let's look at that bench. You can see it right here in this picture. They only got 4 guys on the bench there for the nerd team. While you're going pretty deep here for Blue Collar U, you can continue to keep running up and down that court just the way they did there in that first half once they figured it out there going into the second quarter. And they really, really got things rolling. And, I mean, I think that's exactly what you're going to see more of. You're going to see more of Wes Clark driving, Lamonte Bearden driving, get to the rim. Fouls are being called, and you can get some easy baskets that way. Those are guys who are actually efficient free throw shooters. Problems we've seen out of the UB team the past few seasons. But I think they can do it. I think they can get it done. And hopefully we'll see some more out of them. Who's the one name you're looking out for here in the second half to really get something done there? Rob Ryan.
I mean, definitely the two that carried us in the first half with Bearden and Wes Clark. But I'm definitely looking to see Perk. He's had to sit out the rest of the half with the 3 fouls. He'll be back in the second half. We got to see some more of him because, as their coach said, we went to small ball and they're gonna try to take advantage of that by using their big guys. So we definitely got to get our big guys more involved. And if we could do that and play the small ball, I think we'll be able to come back and win this one.
Yep, absolutely. The game's about to get back to it, but it was funny. Their coach noted going into the half, they seem to be getting a lot of transition buckets. They run the floor well. Yeah, no kidding. You must not have ever scouted them at all or seen a UB game. That's exactly what they do, and hopefully they do a lot more of it here in the second half. And stay tuned. We'll probably be back with a post-game report, depending on maybe Dwayne's going live. I don't know what's going on. But shout out to everyone tuning in. Make sure you retweet, like, and help support us. We'll be coming with a bunch more UB content throughout the year. Let's